need to interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
I'm back.
He's back. It's been a minute.
Yeah, man.
It's been like, 2 weeks was the last time you were on the show here?
I was gone for 2 weeks, came back, and I was gone for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I
realized that you said like the first Wednesday of every month you're not going to be here, basically?
Yeah, I'll be with my kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the first Wednesday of next month would actually be Brian's birthday. So...
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the second week every month.
Second week. Okay, cool. So you will be here for Brian, so we can celebrate Brian on his birthday. It is John. John is back.
I am back.
John finally showed up for work.
Guys, I renewed my contract with this show.
So I still have all, like, when the old co-hosts come back, I still have their audio like set up in the so like I could just pull their audio up. So when Ryan was on, it's like with Ryan, ready? And when Karina was on, it's Karina. And last week I had Leland, and I accidentally left Karina's on, so it was like, with Karina ready in her chair, and it's like, nope, not Karina. And then your lower third pops up, and it's like, nope, not John either.
Hey, Jill.
Hi, Jill. But yeah, welcome back.
Yeah,
it's good to see you.
It's good to be back. Good to see you too.
You missed some eventful weeks. You missed weeks that we had shows.
Yeah.
Like you weren't here to promote our shows.
No, I wasn't.
That we played on.
No, I get. Yeah, fortunately, I'm sorry.
Jasmine says, "Look who decided to show up."
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I had to make an entrance.
I mean, we had a couple of good shows. I mean, like, turnout wise, maybe not so much last week, but like the people who stayed and watched us, they loved us.
Yeah.
So, we played great.
Yeah, we did actually.
Everybody who left or didn't come, they missed out. We played 2 really good shows back to back. Next up is Porch Fest. We're playing at 112 Wayand Avenue on the 24th at 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Yep.
Is that a 1 hour set?
That's a 1 hour set.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Supposed to be. So we're writing new songs tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So one of them is basically like already written. It's just I need you guys to put drums and bass and vocals to them. And
I'm not naming these songs.
John says he's not naming the songs. And then the other one is like there's a couple of ideas up for it in the group chat. So
I probably will, and I'm gonna get to say these songs. These titles. I like psychotherapy, okay?
I called you out on
new one. You called me out on it.
I called you out on it. You're like,
nope, I changed it. Sorry.
You're like, this song is called Psychotherapy, and I'm just like, I thought it was called Clit Snatch. What the fuck, dude?
Nope. I didn't sign no contract to say that.
All right, so it'll be Psychotherapy on the set lists, I guess. Still had the old like name in quotes because it was a new song, but it was
how this and then it came
like
Psychotherapy.
Yeah.
So what did they come up with?
Clit Snatch will be the ballad.
Damn it! Joe always wins.
I got caught up and I was just looking at Brian's stuff the other night, and I was looking for I thought I posted that video.
Sorry.
Dewey is a psychotherapist.
He is?
He is.
Legit?
But it's weird if you want to break it down, Psycho the Rapist.
Oh, we'll put him in the music video for that one.
Anyway, I was looking for specifically the video of us practicing the song that became Everybody's Having Sex,
Yeah.
where Brian just turns the camera at the end and just goes straight out of Compton.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I posted that. So what I ended up finding was a video from before you were even in the band. It was actually probably the week before you were in the band because it was Steve's last practice. And
I thought that was in my basement though.
no, the Straight Outta Compton was in your basement.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I found this video. It was Steve's last practice. It was the whole thing. It was a live. We live streamed it for whatever reason. Brian did. We actually live streamed it on Facebook and Instagram, but the Instagram one's long gone. But the Facebook one still exists, and there's a whole segment in that video where Brian is doing a John Travolta impression.
Oh God.
And singing songs from Grease.
Oh God, I would love to see that.
Well, I put the link up in the group chat.
It is?
Yeah. And
I gotta watch
no,
that.
it wasn't in the group chat. It was I posted a status talking about how I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed early. Nope. I still have 2 hours worth of work to do at 7 a.m. You know, something like that, you know, and the link is in the chat. I think I tagged you. Did I tag? No, I tagged Katie Katie and Steve, but I was gonna tag you because of the John Travolta thing, because I specifically, it was a reply to Jill.
Can't
because
do any Grease songs in this band.
So I commented about him doing the John Travolta thing.
Yeah.
And Jill was like, oh, so it's not just me. Brian would love me. And I'm like, yep, here's the video. Here's the link to the video. Here's where you go in the video to see him doing a John Travolta impression. And Katie telling him to like not support Grease because it's problematic. And I don't know the whole thing, but I'm sure it probably is. But it was also made in like the 60s, so what the fuck, you know? Like,
you gotta send me a link. I gotta see that.
yeah, I'll send it to you. But yeah, just Brian doing that was also where the every song is about a car crash thing was born. I don't know if I think he was doing that a little bit when we were practicing in your basement. Like, this song's about a car crash. Because they were talking about the band Thursday, and every song's about a car crash. But yeah.
Yeah, there's an accent in Lockport.
Grease has one of the most offensive soundtracks. I'm with you, Dewey.
Yeah, Grease is awesome, and
Jill will die on that hill. Got conflicting opinions in the group chat, in the stream chat today.
I'm sorry, some of the Grease songs ain't that bad. I'm sorry, Joe. I know you hate it.
It's the anniversary today of me getting the greatest movie musical soundtrack of all time, which is South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Got that on vinyl.
Stop watching after what they said.
yeah, I know you know, the gingers thing. How do you get offended, though? You don't have a soul.
It's the purpose.
The principle.
It's the principle. The principle of the matter, man. Don't do that to gingers.
Read the lyrics.
We have feelings.
Read the lyrics on the songs. No one knows what they are because it's all sung happy, but it's pretty wild. Yeah. I was doing some like music trivia earlier, and like the last song was like, it was basically like, we're gonna give you a synonym of the song title, you know, basically like a different word for the song title.
Yeah.
And the artist, and you got to tell us what the song title was. And like, one was like screaming the Isley Brothers, and I did not put that together. And when I clicked give up and I saw what it was, I'm like, oh fuck, how did I not know that? I hate that song. Absolutely hate that song. Hey, Joan Jett was in town last night, and I didn't even know.
She?
Yeah, I didn't know.
What?
And she was playing a show.
I wasn't notified.
Yeah, neither was I.
I would have went.
She was playing with Brian Adams last night at KeyBank Center.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't know until I saw people posting, hey, I'm at the Joan Jett show. Like, who the
Brian
fuck?
Adams, Joan Jett. Have you missed that?
Like, why am I not at the Joan Jett show? I still have not seen Joan Jett.
Man, I get to hear the summer of '69.
I know, right? That's a good song. It really is. Brian Adams is all right, man. Yeah, I know. We missed Joan Jett last night. And everybody missed Pawns on Saturday.
Did you know Mess was coming here to Buffalo?
Yes. Don't we have tickets for that? Or was it the Pittsburgh one that I bought tickets for? I told you because Mest was coming without Bowling for Soup.
Oh,
we're going to see them with Bowling for Soup in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I told you that Mest was coming to Buffalo.
Oh.
But it was after they announced the Bowling for Soup show in Pittsburgh that they were on.
We got to talk about that later.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, we got to talk. We're not in the air though. We'll talk about that later.
Clearly.
Yeah. Moving on.
Jill and Jasmine have both seen Joan Jett.
Damn them.
Dewey says Grease is a story about adults fucking teenage girls.
Well, he's not wrong.
And you don't see a problem with this.
I do now. You put it that way, it's definitely wrong. Dewey, yeah, he's right. But still, I mean, it's a movie.
So is Dirty Dancing. Jill is that's also true.
Yes, that's true too.
That is also true. I have that soundtrack over here somewhere.
Of course you do.
I don't have the Grease one, but I have the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. It's let's see, soundtracks, Mortal Kombat.
I know you would own the Grease soundtrack, dude.
Yeah, of course I wouldn't. Where the fuck is Dirty Dancing though? It's over here somewhere. There it is. Dirty Dancing. It was right behind a Dr. Seuss record. I got it because it got Be My Baby by the Ronettes on it, and I'm like, well, I like that song, and I want that song on vinyl, but I don't want an entire Ronettes album, so I'll get the Dirty Dancing soundtrack because it's also got I've Had the Time of My Life. Grease also has songs about rape.
Wow, Dewey, you're just, oh my God, destroying that movie.
But where's the lie?
There's no lie.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's a movie.
And it's from a different time.
So does Britney Spears' first album. Wow.
Also from a different time.
Yeah.
20 fucking years ago. What the fuck? Anyway.
Yeah.
You also missed Dodgeball. I gave you a pass because you were falling asleep.
Yeah.
I was like, don't drive out here.
Of it.
Like, don't drive out here. Go home. Go to sleep.
I was really out of it.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
It wouldn't have been worth it for you to come out there
because
it was
like 2 hours of sleep before I went to work.
Because we didn't get nearly the turnout we expected. We wanted like 4 teams of 8 people. We had 8 people.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean there was like 9 that were playing, 10 maybe, but like at any given time there was 8 people, 4 on 4. I thought Scott Leffler like cracked his skull. Like he wasn't planning on playing. He showed up in jeans and a t-shirt and he was like, "Where's everybody else?" And we're like, "Well, we don't know. They all have jobs. They all have shows. Like nobody signed up for Dodgeball." So he's like, "Oh, I guess I'll play a couple of games." And his first game, I thought he fell backwards, and I just heard thwack, right? And I'm like, dude, like I was like, he got right back up. I'm like, dude, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then he played because he wasn't out, so he kept playing. And then when he got out, I'm like, dude, seriously, are you okay? Like, I swear I heard you crack your skull on the floor. And he goes, no, I hit my elbow pretty bad, but not my head. My head did not hit. I'm like, all right, dude, cool. Like, as long as your head didn't hit, maybe that's what I heard was your elbow thwacking the floor, but
still,
it made a crunch, dude. It was
still, you can break.
The song Grease Lightning is all about how much pussy Travolta will get, which is more of a memoir because I bet that dude got mad pussy. Probably still is doing them Geico commercials or whatever the fuck that was, right? At the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I didn't know he was bald. I'm gonna be like that soon.
I was saying, there's nothing wrong with being bald.
No, I'm joining the club. Which is more of...
Travolta grabs his balls through every song in the movie.
No, he's Michael Jackson. Wonderful. What did Joe say? Which is more of...
More of a memoir because she bets that dude got mad pussy. She said
Oh,
she's
yeah.
currently cutting a lot of cheese for a cheese platter. Entertain her, John.
What do you want me to do? You want me to tell you a story? I can't. Can't read.
We got Fox and Socks by Dr. Seuss on vinyl over here. Jill grabs her metaphorical balls daily. Yeah, I did not get a single person out all day in dodgeball. And there was a couple of games where I wasn't the first person eliminated, though, so that's something. Yeah, Joe was playing. Grace was playing.
This is one?
This is a new one.
Oh, it's nice.
Just got him today. John's handing me guitar picks again.
And
He's
I handed
taking
you
them.
one at the show was not your pick.
It was not mine, and it stayed there. So, yeah, I posted a picture on Instagram today of all the guitar picks I've had since I've been in this band. All the
Sure, I
different
picked them all up for you.
all the different designs. Well, this was the first time for this one because I literally just got them today. I got brand new Living Brain Dead guitar picks because I was running out of my other black ones. So I was like, let's get one with the updated like shaded skull on it. They didn't turn out as well as I'd hoped, but they're good enough. They'll do. I'm not complaining about them. So I put a picture of all. I've had 6 different pick designs since I've been in this band.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm running out of 2 of them, but got this one now and plenty of all the rest. So there's like 4 different guitar picks I can use regularly without running out anytime soon. So yeah, shout out to Intune GP for the custom picks. Also Picks of Destiny, who I've also ordered from.
Tenacious D?
Not Tenacious D, but named after, I'm sure, the Tenacious D film. Great film.
Classic.
I was doing a Wayne's World quiz last night, and, like, it was hard.
Was it?
Yeah, dude, it was just, like, all these obscure fucking Wayne's World questions. Maybe we'll do that in the second segment. I'll ask you questions, you give me
Okay.
answers. We'll see if you do any better than I did. Because it was not, it did not go well for me. I was surprised.
I watch those movies over and over.
Me too. So I was like, so the questions were just so obscure. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, who knows these things? Maybe you do. We'll find out. We're gonna do some movie trivia for John in the next segment because I failed miserably at it. So I want to see how you do.
And the return of the weather.
And the return of the weather. Yeah, you weren't here last week to tell us how bad the air was.
No, that was bad though.
It's back to normal now. So I think the rain helped.
Yeah, we needed it.
Yeah, last week you couldn't go outside. We were like, it was like, stay the fuck inside. It wasn't as bad here as it was in New York City. Cause like last Wednesday, we were talking about like our air quality index here, and the air quality index, if it's over 100, that basically means stay indoors. It's poor air quality.
Yeah.
Ours was like 177, but the Yankees game got postponed because the air quality in New York was like 355.
Barely.
Yeah. So it was like, yo, that is definitely not whether you want to be out, air quality you want to be out playing baseball in.
You know, some of the sky was like yellow or orangey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of yellowish orange, the Vegas Golden Knights are your Stanley Cup champions. How do you feel about it, John?
Good.
You feel good. I am angry.
Why are you angry?
Fuck Jack Eichel.
Oh, Jack Eichel's on it.
Yeah, fuck Jack Eichel winning the fucking Stanley Cup. That was painful. I was booing my TV when he was holding the cup.
Who did they beat?
The Florida Panthers.
Oh. Sorry, Buffalo.
I would have been cheering had Sam Reinhart won the cup, but I was literally booing my TV when Jack Eichel had the cup. I'm like, fuck this guy. Yeah. I don't know. You know, so somebody else was like, somebody was like, dude, it's sports. Don't worry about it. Like, I get it, but you know, Jill wants to know if we know what other hill she'll die on. I have no idea.
She's not dying.
Well, she's not dying. It's a phrase.
That's a phrase.
It's a figure of speech.
So we gotta name a hill.
Yeah. What? So it means like it's something that she will argue to the death about.
Okay.
Like for me, I will argue to the death that it's pronounced GIF, not GIF. That is the hill I will die on.
Okay, I get it.
Well, what's a hill you will die on, John?
I don't know. I really don't know.
That was the first one that came to mind because people are always just like, well, how it's not pronounced GIFT, like, and GIF is short for graphics interchange file. Like, yes, but the guy who invented the file format said that it's GIF. So that's the end of the debate for me. Like, I'll still say it GIF in voiceovers because then I'll get revision requests if I don't because people are just like, no, it's GIF. Like, whatever, dude, here. So what is the other hill Jill will die on?
I don't know.
That the news, if you're playing a show with other local bands, you stay and watch them all. You don't leave like disrespectful pansy asses. That is definitely an unwritten rule. You stick around, or if you have to leave, we understand.
If there's a personal matter, like somebody's dying, or
you
have to pick up somebody.
She yelled at you for packing up during a set, for even packing up during a set. I mean, look, I understand sometimes you don't want to stick around, right? But for me, it's like at least tell people you're leaving. And apparently, I'm not naming names here, but somebody told somebody in one of the other band's girlfriends that they were leaving, but didn't tell anybody in the band that they were leaving. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll give bands that are touring a pass because they got to get to the next city. I get it. You know, they don't know you.
Yeah.
But
it's not right though.
But no, she's right. That's an unwritten rule. If you're in a band and you're playing a show, you stay and you watch the other bands. And if you have to leave or you just can't stay any longer, you know, at least be respectful enough to be like, yo, I got to take off, have a great set, you know, something like that. So Jill doesn't give the touring bands a pass. I almost wore a shirt from a touring band today, but I went with my brand new Rick Astley "Never Gonna Give You Up" t-shirt instead.
It never dies.
Nope. This is like my fourth Rick Astley t-shirt too.
It never dies. But no, she's right though. You still they got on your show. You're touring. At least give them a shot to listen to them.
Sure.
And stay around.
I'll give you that.
You're gonna make it to the next city, no matter what. Touring bands
probably have a hotel room. They ain't drinking and driving to another state. Not necessarily. I didn't see those guys drinking though, so I don't know. I don't know if those dudes were old enough to drink. Did you see those guys? You guys got there during their set, so.
No. I didn't see them drink.
Yeah. I bought I bought t-shirts and I bought a couple of tapes from them because they were selling tapes.
Where were they from?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn. Yeah. Yeah. I am Florida Panther. Nah. The Florida Panthers did eat it. That's why I'm angry today. Fuck Jack Eichel. I'm happy for the city of Vegas. I'm happy for the original 6 members of the Golden Knights that won a Stanley Cup. I'm happy for their owner who, when he announced the franchise, said we're going to win a Stanley Cup in 6 years and then did it. Unlike our owner, who was like, we're going to win the Stanley Cup in 3 years and then hasn't made the playoffs since. But
When's the last time the Sabres in the playoffs?
12 years. The year that Terry Pegula bought the team was the last time we were in the playoffs. And we were already on our way to the playoffs before Pegula bought the team. So
how's the Bills doing better than them?
because once the Pegulas bought the Bills, they put all their focus on the Bills and hired a soccer coach for the Sabres. I mean,
wrong sport.
Yeah, dude, that was, and I remember like the day after I saw Ryan at the, like I think it was like the Social Distortion show or something, and I'm like, get well soon, Mike Ness. Anyway, I saw Ryan at the Social Distortion show, and we're walking back towards his car. You know, Karina and I are walking back towards the bus where we're gonna catch a bus or an Uber or whatever. And we're talking about it. I'm like, why the fuck did they hire a soccer coach? He's like, dude, you know, it'll be good. It'll be all right. It'll be good. And then I asked him, like, once they fired the dude, I'm like, you still think it was all right? He's, nah. You know? Like, it's a soccer coach, man. This isn't his expertise. We got, our coach now is good. Our team now is good. And we were one win away from making the playoffs and being in that spot that the Florida Panthers ended up taking all the way to the Stanley Cup final this year.
We were at the last home game.
We were, yeah.
And they won.
They won. You spent a lot of money.
And we sat right
right
behind them.
right in front of your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Ness from Social Distortion got diagnosed with like throat cancer. So he's going through all this, he's going through like the radiation therapy, so he had to postpone the tour.
So Joe wants me to show me, she wants me to show everyone my new tattoo.
Yes.
I finished my hand. And
John's going to flash everybody.
Tattoo. Oh, right here.
Looks good.
Can't really see it.
There you go.
For my daughter. Still not done yet, but almost there.
Sam loves my shirt. Rick Astley, never gonna get this. I don't know if this is my third or my fourth Rick Astley shirt. I know I have at least two other ones. No, I have at least two other ones. I can't think if I have a third one or not. Or a fourth one or not, rather.
Grand Theft Auto.
Why are we blurry? We're not blurry. Your internet's probably slow. Are we blurry? We're not blurry.
Your tattoo is so fucking sick. Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Jill says we're blurry. We look clear to me.
Peace. Maybe.
Yeah, it's probably Jill's internet. It's probably running slow, so it's probably got her down to like 360p or whatever.
I don't know if I go up close. He can kind of be blurry.
Yeah, there I am. Now I'm blurry. Okay, now I'm not.
You gotta focus. Focus the camera.
Focus.
Spectrum.
Super colorful.
Thank you.
Jasmine says yes. Phil Kessel, I heard, knocked Toronto media about himself. I caught like a couple of post-game interviews, but I didn't see Phil Kessel's 3-time Stanley Cup champion, and I'm sure 20-time hot dog eating champion Phil Kessel last night wins another Stanley Cup. Maybe the Sabres should sign him. He's won 3 Stanley Cups. There's also a whole article on Board Hockey Fan that was just things people were saying about Phil Kessel during a game I was watching on a live streams. Years and years ago when he was playing for Pittsburgh. I was watching the Sabres play the Penguins. It was a preseason game. I was streaming it, and there was a chat room, and just everybody in the chat is just knocking Phil Kessel. And I just copied a bunch of those and put them into an article on Board Hockey Fan. John, you're going to hold Jill's hand for her tattoo.
Mm-hmm. She's getting her chest done.
Yep. Yeah. And then we might play a show right after. We have a show offer on the table, and we're just waiting on one more person to say yes. Not you.
We'll talk about that later too.
Okay, then. All right. Apparently, we're talking about a lot of stuff as soon as we go to this song break. So,
Yes.
So what do we got? We got going on tomorrow night, right around the corner from me, and I can't go because I'm busy otherwise, is the Music in the Park event. And I'm not even going to attempt to announce the opening band's name because I can't read it. I don't know what it says. And
That's me.
yeah, it's got an umlaut, so I think it's Joe Kukin. But anyway, they're playing with Grosh. And that gates are at 5 o'clock. That band is at 6 o'clock. Grosh is playing at 8 o'clock. And that goes until, I think, 9:30. Yeah, 9:30. That's right over at Cazenovia Park. If you go across the street from Burger King and walk through the park, yes, John's doing the Wayne's World thing. If you go across the street from Burger King and walk through the park, you'll hear music. You'll find it. It's free. They do sell local beer and food, entirely benefiting and supporting the local community. This is Grosh, and this song is called No One Knows You on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
Don't say sorry.
Grosh on all WNY Think So Joe show. And here's John with the weather.
Oh, shit. I thought we were doing
Well, we're going to do the trivia thing, but you're also doing the weather because you said you were doing weather.
camera. Oh, shit.
Whatever it is, it's fine.
We'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm back with your weather report after 2 weeks being away. Ooh, today is 30% chance of rain. It is raining out. And we deserve this. And the highest today is 66 degrees. With the lows today will be 54 degrees. Thursday, 15% chance of rain. Gonna be cloudy. The highest will be 70 degrees. And the lowest will be 57. But in the afternoon, it's gonna rain. Apparently. And Friday is gonna rain all day. What's the same actual temperature for Thursday, 70 degrees, and 57 degrees will be the lowest. And the weekend, so Saturday through Tuesday, no rain, sunshine. And it'll be up in the 70s in this weekend, and Monday will be up to 81 degrees. So, yeah, it's going to be nice. Enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend. I go out and do something. Go for a hike, get some ice cream, spend time with your loved ones, or all your friends, go to a show. Just have fun, stay safe. Don't drink and drive. Buckle up. But, yeah, this is John with the weather report. Back to you, Think So, Joe.
Jill says, John, this is making my head hurt. And Jasmine wants to know, what about in Idaho?
Oh, Idaho.
Don't make him look up the Idaho weather. I mean, he's got to figure out how to spell Idaho.
She spelled
I know.
me.
That's the joke. Anyway. He's looking it up. He's trying to find the Idaho weather. He's literally looking at the screen to learn how to spell Idaho.
Hold on.
When's the Grosh show? Is tomorrow during band practice. So we
Idaho, the city?
Boise. Yeah, Boise didn't come up on your list there. Yeah.
There's no weather report, sorry.
Yeah, just look outside. There's your weather report.
I'm making Jill's brain hurt. Gotcha.
So let's skip band practice and bring Bug to... well, we're writing new songs. We got an hour to fill next week, so... I've already made that. And we were talking about during the song break, because it's like they play everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it's an all ages thing and you could bring Bug, but,
Bug will have fun.
We also have stuff we need to get done.
I know, but she would have so much fun. She's the life of the party. She's a good dancer.
So I took this...
I don't even know why I have this mic.
Yeah, right. I took this quiz yesterday. It's a Wayne's World quiz.
Brilliant.
22 questions. I got 7. I love this movie. All right.
Try me.
Let's go. Okay, John, according to Garth, if Cassandra were a president, she'd be...
Abraham Lincoln.
Of course, I got that one, so...
Brilliant.
Number on Wayne's custom Blackhawks jersey. When they're playing hockey, what number is Wayne wearing?
Fuck.
Yeah, that's where I got it. We could skip that and come back if you'd like.
No, I got that wrong.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll come back to it. Band whose T-shirt Phil is wearing when he's found partied out. Yeah, you thought you were hot shit. You're like, I'm going to get all of them.
Aerosmith.
It is not Aerosmith, but I'm going to type it anyway, just so you know it's not Aerosmith. It would come up. We'll come back to it. Address of Wayne's house.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this one's hard.
I failed every...
We'll skip that. We'll come back.
Oh, God.
The drink Cassandra orders after crucial taunt set at Gasworks. You're missing all.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
You're missing all the ones I've missed so far.
What the fuck?
The floor or story of his building that Benjamin's condo is on. What floor does Benjamin live on? He does specifically mention it in the movie.
Yeah, he does. Now I gotta watch. I haven't watched the movie in like 2 months.
But I missed this one too. So, license plate number of the Mirthmobile.
God damn it!
Right, who pays attention to this shit, right? Island group Garth bounces signals off of to reach Mr. Big's limo. Jill says 34th. That is not true. That is not correct. Jasmine says 4th. Also not true. Not correct.
They were pretty high, though.
Yeah. Cost for the inspection of the Mirthmobile. Also definitely said aloud in the movie.
I know. You think I pay attention to this stuff.
Right. These are questions that I also got wrong.
I mean, you have to be like a diehard fan of this movie.
Which we both are.
Yeah. And we fucking suck.
Jasmine says $50. That is not correct. Name of the bartender at Gasworks. He's thinking about this one.
I don't know.
Okay. Russell's last name.
Was that in the movie?
Apparently.
Now I gotta go watch the movie tonight.
Okay. According to Alice Cooper, the name Milwaukee has its roots in this Native American language.
I fucking knew that one. Milwaukee. Oh,
Milwaukee, which
Milwaukee.
is for the good land.
For the good land.
Which is blank for the good land.
For the good land.
I got this one.
I didn't get this one.
John doesn't. Okay. Number of individuals Officer Koharski inspected inside and out. I know this one.
I don't. I fucking suck.
City where Noah Vanderhoff had his 4-hour layover, giving him the idea to open an arcade. This one I didn't get.
Chicago?
Not Chicago, no. All right, cost to get into Cassandra's rent party. That's an easy one. You got blank bucks. You can come to the rent party.
$5?
$5. That is correct.
Okay.
Okay. Character that Garth stabs in Stan Mikita's.
I don't know.
Oh man, that's an easy one.
What was it?
That's you really want me to tell you the answer?
Yeah,
okay.
tell me.
It's Mr. Donut Head Man.
Fuck.
First name of Crucial Taunt's drummer. I had to think about this one, but I got it.
Yeah. I knew his. Oh my fucking god! I knew his fucking name.
Specific scene. She gets off the phone.
Yeah, she gets off the phone with him.
Yeah.
Tell your boss to get off. He's trying to get him off work.
He was trying to get off work to do the video shoot. Yes.
Yeah. Fuck. I knew it.
We'll let you come back to that one. The restaurant, Benjamin takes Wayne and Garth in order to discuss contracts. Told you this one's hard, dude.
What the fuck? Who made this damn quiz?
Somebody named P. Schmeat.
P. Schmeat need to be shot.
Or Schmeat? I don't know. Maybe the P is silent. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I told you this one was hard.
Was the drummer named Taylor?
No.
No. God damn it. What was his name?
Anthony. Form of payment that is not accepted at Stan Mikita's. I got this one wrong, so.
Form of payment?
Form of payment not accepted at Stan Mikita's.
Check?
Checks. That is correct. The inventor of the suck cut.
It certainly does suck.
As you can see, it sucks as it cuts. Actually, don't I have...
I don't know the guy's name.
Do I not have it sucking my will to live? Damn. I thought I had that clip. I don't. Okay.
Don't give me a buzz, man. Just take a little off the top.
It's sucking my will to live. Store where the Excalibur guitar is sold.
Oh.
You're also like on the spot. Like if you were like sitting here and you had, there's also like a minute and 17 seconds left before the timer runs out.
Don't pay attention to this stuff. You got to.
Right. It's ridiculous stuff that who the hell knows.
That we missed out in the
Okay.
movie.
You'll get this one. The reason why Stacy has been so moody.
Come
on, you got this one.
Why has she been so moody?
Yeah, why? The reason Stacy's been so moody. She tells Wayne at the end of the movie.
Oh, I remember this. I forgot it. What was it?
She's pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
You want to come back to any of the ones you missed? Or
No.
Do you want to, okay. All right. John struggled through that one. Number on Wayne's Blackhawks jersey, 22.
Damn it.
Band Phil was wearing when he was found partied out, deep purple.
Deep purple. You don't pay attention to this shit. Come on.
I mean, you got 3, I got 7.
You got more than me.
I also had the benefit of like the Officer Koharski, the
Party
12
on.
inspecting 12 individuals. I'm just sitting there typing numbers. I'm like, I know it's somewhere in this range. I think it's like 12. Address of Wayne's house, 2234 Pine Way. Drink Cassandra orders after Crucial Taunt set at Gasworks, club soda with a lime. Floor story of building that Benjamin's condo is on 23rd.
23rd.
The license plate number of the Mirthmobile F3B259. The island group Garth bounces signals off of to reach Mr. Big's limo is the Azores. The cost for the inspection of the Mirthmobile, $42.57.
What the fuck?
The name of Gasworks bartender is Raymond. Russell's last name is Finley.
That wasn't even mentioned in the movie. How are you supposed to
It was
know
probably in the closing credits. But anyway.
Who watches that?
According to Alice Cooper, the name Milwaukee has its roots in this Native American language. It's Algonquin for the good land. Officer Koharski inspected 12 individuals.
Whoa, I knew that one.
The city where Noah Vanderhoff had his 4-hour layover giving him the idea to open an arcade was Tulsa.
Tulsa. Oh,
Character that
shit.
Garth stabs in Stan Mikita's Mr. Donut Head Man, first name of Crucial Taunt's drummer, Anthony. Restaurant Benjamin takes Wayne and Garth to in order to discuss contracts, patios. The inventor of the suck cut, Ron Paxton.
Ron Paxton.
The store where the Excalibur guitar is sold is Russell's Music. And the reason why Stacy has been so moody, she's pregnant. So, yeah. I told you that was a hard quiz, dude.
You should have took that gun rack.
Gun rack?
Yeah.
A gun rack?
Yeah.
I don't even own a gun, let alone many guns to necessitate an entire rack. What am I going to do with a gun rack?
Well, if you don't do anything, you're going to lose me.
I already lost you. 2 months ago, we broke up. Are you mental? Tune in next week as John does more movie trivia.
My head's gonna explode.
I should have had the game show chimes.
I gotta watch these movies now.
But who pays attention to that shit? That's why I only got 7. I'm just like, I know some of these, but why the fuck would I know Wayne's address or the license plate of the Mirthmobile? Like,
okay, so in the second one, I'll give you one. In the second one,
okay,
Wayne and Garth would go to the park.
Yeah.
To check it out for Wayne's stock.
Mm-hmm.
What park did they end up going to by accident?
By accident?
They thought they were at the right park. What park did they went up to? Instead of going to the park they were going to put the show on.
The park in Aurora where they were going to put the...
Yes. They went to a different park.
I don't recall them going to a different park, but okay. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
So he takes the water, and for some reason they have a gun thing from like a bar, in the car.
Right.
Puts on the
Oh,
dashboard.
Jurassic Park. Fuck, yeah, okay.
And they look at the map, and then they see the eyeball.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Jurassic Park. All
Jurassic
right. Yeah. Now, once you started talking about the water gun in the car, like, yeah, okay. I got it. You're right.
Yeah, spice it up a little.
Yeah, okay. She likes John trying to read words better, Jill says.
Of course he does.
She's only
She's
seen
cracking up.
She's only seen Wayne's World once. As opposed to us, who have seen it so many times that we've just got it all like...
What a totally amazing, excellent discovery.
Not.
We just got Wayne's World sounds queued up for the podcast.
Gotta do the camera. Whoa!
Yeah, right.
I don't even know what half of these are. I know this one's the Scanners one.
Did you ever see that scene in Scanners when that dude's head blew up?
What's this one? This is the No.
No.
Still a classic.
No.
And that wasn't even planned. Like, he was laughing at something completely different, and they just happened to be shooting it, and they put it in the movie.
Bugs Bunny dressed up like a girl.
Yeah,
I already did that one.
it certainly does suck.
Good call.
You just have Wayne's World sounds programmed. Just
Good to be back.
It is good for you to have you back here. We'll give you an easier. Let me find this easier Wayne's World quiz. I'll let you redeem yourself a little bit. Let me go back to Sporkle and search for Wayne's World. Let's see. Where's the one I want? This one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions. I got 4 of them. It's actually one question, but there's 6 answers.
Right.
Can you name the artist Wayne says he will book for Wayne stock in Wayne's World 2?
Man with a kayak. No, play. Van Halen.
Van Halen is one of them.
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith is the obvious answer here.
Oh, I gotta name all.
All 6 of the bands that he was going to book for Wayne stock.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Oh, okay. This is going good.
I am also going to give you
Crucial Taunt.
Crucial Taunt. That was one that I missed, actually. I'm also going to give you an old man fashioning
A kayak.
a kayak out of a log. I spelled fashioning wrong, so I got to fix that, but otherwise.
Rip Taylor.
And Rip Taylor. John got them all. Oh! John beat me. I got 4. I missed Crucial Taunt. The only reason I missed the man fashioning the kayak out of a log is because I put a man fashioning a kayak out of a canoe, which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. Bring it. Ow.
Forgot you had new ink?
Yeah. Give me a minute.
He just punched himself in the chest. You okay?
Yeah.
This is why I was hoping you'd show up for dodgeball, because you would be avoiding everything. Way better than I avoided everything. My problem was I kept trying to catch things, but they kept bouncing off my hand. So I'm like, fuck, I'm out.
Okay. Still fresh.
Punched himself in his new tattoo.
Still fresh.
He literally punched himself in his new tattoo. That's classic.
I
like
deserved it.
I like that you're also wearing the ThinkSoJoE Wayne's World shirt as we're doing this. Like, this is it's just complete coincidence that I did this quiz last night. It was like, I want to see how John would do.
I didn't know about it, but wearing a shirt for support. Party going.
I'm wearing the hat. See, I got the hat.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go pick a fight.
There's this other quiz where it's like, name the songs that are playing during these scenes in Wayne's World. Yeah, tips.thinksojoe.com. And like I did not so great at that either. So but yeah, I was procrastinating and just playing quizzes last night instead of working. Which is why I only got an hour of sleep today. Well, I got an hour of sleep this morning, and then I got another hour this afternoon, because I was like, all right, it's 3:30, I'm taking a nap for an hour. John got invited to the POTUS chat, but also, where's Laura? I don't know where Laura went.
Yeah, where's Laura?
Laura's like, John's coming back, I'm not going to be there. I don't know.
Has she been on this show?
Yeah, she's been on the last couple of weeks. She kept calling Leland Karina. Or John, because, like I was telling you before we came on the air, I accidentally played the With Karina Ready in Her Chair intro, and it still had the John lower third. So I think I actually told you that on the air, but that's, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. John
got invited to the POTUS chat. So
I did.
So you can put it on mute just like I do.
Hasn't been going off lately.
Yeah, I don't know. I have it on mute. When they tag me and things in there, I'll see it, but like usually I'm just like I don't see it.
I know they want me to do some drumming.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. We could set you up for that. That's pretty easy. So
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway. I just realized I haven't eaten since breakfast. So you ever do that? You forget you haven't ate.
Yeah.
And then it just hits you and you're just like, oh shit, I haven't eaten and I can't eat for like another hour. So
I've been doing pretty good. I've been getting some poundage lately.
Good.
Yeah.
Trying to lose it here.
I'm up to 125.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a while.
I ran into JD from Smitten for Trash at the grocery store the other day, and he was talking about how he can't gain weight. I'm like, yeah, you and my drummer. Like,
I got a small stomach.
Wait till you're in your 40s. Your fucking metabolism will drop.
I wish. I really hope it does. I'm ready to be fat.
I thought I would have been ready to be fat, but then you run into problems you don't expect. Like, chairs are only rated up to like 225 pounds, like certain chairs. So like, if my old gaming chair I had to get rid of because it started like getting deformed from my weight on it all the time. Also, like, I don't sit like a normal person ever. So like, you know, most people are supposed to sit. They're supposed to sit like this with their feet on the ground and, you know, back straight. I don't. I never do, ever. So, you know, that probably doesn't help with office chairs.
Yeah.
Jill's Slackline has a 250-pound weight limit. I had chairs in here before, and I didn't know when I bought them, but they were rated for like 2 hours of use every day. Mm. Which is like, what the fuck? Who buys an office chair that they're only going to sit in 2 hours a day, especially when you call it a manager's chair? Like, my manager was, my manager at my old job was always up doing shit because that was my old manager. But like most managers I've had over the years were in their chairs more than 2 hours a day. So, yeah, needless to say, that chair did not last very long. They're actually still in the basement. I got replacement parts for them. Fixed it, but then I just threw them in the basement. My upstairs neighbor was asking about them. I'm like, you can take them, but I wouldn't trust them because it gave up under my weight after like 2 months of having it. So, yeah. Jill had a cheese platter. Jasmine says she forgets to eat all the time. Dewey just name dropped Leland. I'm sure he probably tagged him in the comments of the video. I don't know where Leland is. We got Ryan a job a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Burrow from Yellow Sauce got a job. I was talking about that on the show last week because Leland was the guest co-host. Yeah, we got Ryan a job. So, what would you say? I don't think so. To lots of things. Tomatoes on sandwiches. The Grease soundtrack.
I knew it.
Call back to segment 1, right? I don't know.
The Wayne's World quiz.
That Wayne's World quiz was fucking hard, dude. That was like I took that. I'm like, John's got to take this. Like we are both huge Wayne's World fans. We both watch it regularly.
Yeah,
and we couldn't get that.
We didn't pay attention that
Who
much.
pays that much attention to the small details? And some of them are like things that are like said out loud, and you have to like sit there and like, what the fuck was that line?
Yeah.
Like the Alice Cooper line. Like I know that line very well because I'm a huge Alice Cooper fan too. So I'm just like, you know, yes, the Indians actually pronounced it Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land. So I knew that one. Like,
well, so
because anytime I hear anybody say Milwaukee, that's the first thing that pops in my head.
the other one you didn't catch, probably. What show was it? Was it Aerosmith show or was it Alice Cooper show? When they jumped from the Wayne and Garth jumped from the railing and they crowd surf all the way to the backstage, but it's backstage pass. Who was also crowd surfing with them?
Wasn't there a guy in a wheelchair?
Yeah. No, so there was a pizza guy too.
Okay.
There was a fridge, I think. No, that was different.
That was a question on another one, which was like Wayne's World quotes, like finish the Wayne's World quotes, and they would have like blanks, and one was like, "Oh, she's calling to us, she's waving to us," and and I'm like, "Who the fuck was that?" And it just did not come to me until I like clicked give up, and it popped up in the answers. Do you know who it was?
Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear, yeah. I got that wrong. I missed it.
Yeah.
So to make up for that Wayne's World quiz, I did a bunch of UHF quizzes and nailed every single one of them. Actually, that's not true because one guy had like such specific questions that he wanted like specifically worded answers to. And it's like, I don't know what you want me to say here, but I'm giving you the right answer.
What movie was your favorite? The first one or the second one?
First one.
First one?
First one.
Yeah.
I like the second one.
Second one was good too.
Yeah. Oh, we got to play music, man.
Oh, yeah,
we're late on this. We're not paying any
Where's
attention.
Laura? Tell us.
Yeah, right. Laura's
Play
supposed to
music.
tell us, and if Laura's not here, Jasmine's supposed to tell us. Nobody's telling us to play music. We're behind now. Anyway, we're going to play another band playing tomorrow night outdoors, downtown at Fountain Plaza. Buffalo Place will produce the free Outdoor Summer Series Thursday in Maine weekly from June 8th to July 27th in downtown Buffalo at Fountain Plaza. The series continues to pay homage to the venerable Buffalo Place produced summer tradition Thursday at the Square. Thursday in Maine is presented by M&T Bank, and tomorrow, Thursday, June 15th, will feature the Strictly Hip. The Strictly Hip are blah, 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 and they are, and the night will be kicked off by indie garage pop band Johnny and the Man Kids. This is, I believe, a free show tomorrow night, 5 to 8 p.m. down at Fountain Plaza. And we're going to play some Johnny and the Man Kids, and this song is called Big Blue Sky on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
Better than it was, and I hope you find an answer. I love you.
Johnny and the Man Kids on all WNY Think So Joe show. Catch them tomorrow night at Fountain Plaza for free, opening for Strictly Hip. This is two great shows going on for free tomorrow in Buffalo. You got Grosh. Yeah, Grosh is playing. We got to write music.
We got to write music. We got to write beautiful music.
Yes, we do. We got to write music because we're playing an outdoor show here in Buffalo in a couple of weeks. But yeah, Grosh tomorrow night at Kaz Park. And you got Strictly Hip and Johnny and the Man Kids over at Fountain Plaza tomorrow.
They go wrong.
Unless you're busy, like we are, no excuse not to go check out these amazingly talented bands from here in Buffalo. Strictly Hip is a good time, man.
Strictly Hip, oh hell yeah, dude.
I saw them out in Ransomville one night. That was just a great time. Great time. I've seen them play like Sabres games outside the parties in the plaza. Like, definitely a great band to see. Go say hi to Bruce for me. Haven't seen that dude in a minute.
Bye, Jill.
Bye, Jill. Haven't seen that dude in a minute. I met Bruce when he was, he's still in Clear. That's still no excuse. You can fly here. Jasmine's like 2,000 miles away. What do you mean, no excuse? I met Bruce when he's still in Clear. But he used to play, I think he still does, in a band called Brothers of Invention with Jamie Holka. And they used to play in the bar at the place I worked regularly. And so I met them through that. I met Bruce and I met Jamie. And Bruce, one night Mothers of Invention were supposed to play, and then Clear showed up and played. And I was like, oh shit, Clear. And that was my first time seeing Clear, and I've seen them a bunch of times since then, including at Thursday in the Square, and back in the day. Thursday at the Square. We all say Thursday in the Square, and we're all like, yeah, tits. But it's Thursday at the Square. Tats. We were all saying it wrong. Apparently that's
Thursday at the Square.
It was Thursday at the Square. Apparently Thursday in the Square is one of those what do you call them? The Mandela effect.
Oh yeah.
Where you misremember something.
The last show I seen there was Saliva.
I was there. Clear opened that show.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh,
they sounded like Saliva sounded like shit.
Yeah.
Josie did anyway. The rest of the band was all right.
That's all, yeah.
Last Thursday at the Square I went to was Blues Traveler.
Oh.
And then they moved it to the Harbor like 2 weeks later. Or to Canal Side, rather.
See, yeah. We were at the same shows, and we didn't even know each other.
We were literally just talking about a SmackDown we were both at. Because I was showing you this Photoshop I did when I was there used to be this Facebook page called Where's Randy Orton, And it would just be people photoshopping Randy Orton into things. So I photoshopped him into Wayne's World at Wayne Stock.
It looked really like real.
And I saw it the other day, and I was going to send it to you, and I'm like, I'll see him in a few days. So as soon as like we were talking about Wayne's World, I'm like, I got to show you this. But yeah, we've definitely been in the same place at the same time a bunch of times before we met each other. I'm sure particularly Rapids Theater. I'm sure I was at shows you've worked. So it was definitely at shows Brian worked.
Well, I mean, I started there like a week before or 2 weeks before I even tried out for your band. So
all right.
So yeah.
Okay then.
So I bugged Brian to join this band.
Yeah, that explains why Brian didn't know anything about you. He's like, this kid wants to join the band. We'll audition him. And then we show up to your house and you're like, I'm in my 30s and I got a kid. And we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, throw your curveball there. Oh my God, I'll never forget the day I bugged him. He really got annoyed with me. He hated me that day. Can I try out? Fine! Don't leave me alone!
3 weeks from today is Brian's birthday, and we were talking about this because I was trying to clarify if that was a week you weren't going to be here or not. Because there is no one.
Week.
Yeah, there is no one I'd rather do that episode with than you, because we got to spend so much time with Brian.
I didn't even know him that long.
Over the last couple of years. And
I didn't know him that long, but I feel like I knew him for years.
Right. He made you feel that way.
Yeah.
And so that's...
We got really close.
Yeah, for 3 weeks from today, it'll mark 2 years since he passed. And that's, and I just... And clearly, I, still like to go back and reminisce and watch things like I was talking about that video earlier of, band practice... with Steve and everybody, but
just honestly, I wouldn't be in this band if it wasn't for Brian.
You wouldn't be in you would not be in this room right now if it weren't for Brian. That's absolutely true. I might not be in this room right now if it wasn't for Brian.
So thank you, buddy. We miss you.
A lot of my shit that is in the studio I bought through Zounds, which is a retailer that Brian told me about when I was trying to buy an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh man, I can't afford the guitar I want. He's like, dude, why don't you just go through Zounds, make payments? I'm like, I don't have good credit. He's like, oh, you don't need credit. They'll approve you. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I bought a guitar, and I've bought a lot of equipment through Zounds over the years. So
definitely think about getting a tattoo for Brian.
When we were playing dodgeball, I didn't have sleeves, and Scott saw my tattoo, and he was like, "Oh, what's the code on your arm?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's not a code. That's the Silence the Cynic logo. That's Brian's side project." I wore shirts in memory of Brian the last 2 shows.
We play his song.
Yeah, we play his song. We play Hey You. So I was wearing a Silence the Cynic shirt because I knew we were getting pictures done when we played Tudor. And then last week I wore my Saint Mikey shirt, which is a Saint Anger Ninja Turtles mashup.
I always think that's a Metallica shirt.
I know, but I wear it in honor of Brian. I bought it before Brian passed, and I'm like, this is gonna be a show shirt, and I'm not gonna tell Brian about it because I just want him to. I want to see the reaction when I wear this shirt, and he never got to see the shirt, so I wear it in his honor. So,
Just like we wear those wristbands.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wear it to shows outside of our shows when it's a band I know Brian would have wanted to see. Mm-hmm. Like, I've worn it to Rancid, I've worn it to War on Women, I've worn it to a bunch of shows because I'm like, Brian would love this. Mm-hmm. Brian would love to be here right now, so he's here with me in spirit,
And we're going to honor him.
Just like I always wear my Rick Astley t-shirts.
Never dies.
because
Never
Karina.
Dies.
I saw this one go up for sale, and I immediately bought it, then screenshotted it and sent it to Karina. I'm like, I just bought this shirt.
But it was nice to reunite with Katie one
yeah, we
last time.
get to play with Katie a couple of weeks ago over at Tudor. I think her profile picture right now is from that show, shot by the incomparable Meredith Snow.
And
Meredith's looking for gigs, I think, like Friday or something. So if anybody's got a gig Friday night and they're looking for a photographer, she's a little pricey, but she's worth it.
She did great.
Oh yeah, she's the best. When we got the photos, I redid the website to have one of her pictures up on top. It turns out we've always had a Meredith Snow picture on the top of our website because our website header has been for the last couple of years that picture of Brian with the "you never know when it's time to go" graffiti.
Oh yeah.
And it turns out Meredith took that picture.
Really?
Yeah, I found that out while I was looking for that video the other day. I found that picture. I was just scrolling through Brian's profile, and I saw somebody had asked, "Hey, who has this picture?" And somebody was like, "I think that was a Meredith Snow photo shoot," and she's like, "Yep, that's mine. I have the full picture." So I'm thinking of reaching out to her and be like, "Yo, can you send me that full picture so we can put it on the website?" Because now it's at the bottom of the website, just because I wanted to have a section dedicated to Brian. We get finished playing dodgeball the other day, and Joe and I are just sitting there. We're discussing websites and web design because we're just nerdy like that. And I'm like, "Hey, have you checked out the new website?" Since I updated it. And so he was checking it out. He thought I did a good job. So
You get the basketball shorts on there?
basketball shorts, yeah, they're on there.
All right, cool.
Yeah, but get them from me because I could get them for you for cheaper. So.
Oh, okay.
And buy your ThinkSoJoE show merchandise, including this Wayne's World inspired T-shirt and this Wayne's World inspired fitted stretch cap here with the LWNY logo on the back. I really outdid myself with that one. People love this hat and the shirt. I wore that out the other day, and everybody was commenting on it, complimenting it.
Excellent.
Yeah, I was. Everybody was noticing my tattoos the other day. Everybody was, because all my Metallica tattoos. And Sean, the sound guy at Timeless Babes, he's got a Metallica Master of Puppets tattoo. So he's like, "Oh man, you went all out." And then we were just talking about tattoos. Because everybody noticed my my Injustice for All tattoo because I wasn't wearing sleeves. Yeah. I played dodgeball the next. I had that show and then played dodgeball the next day. Yeah. Probably not the best idea, but it was fun, man. We had fun. Y'all missed out. I know you were tired, man. I know you
kicked my ass.
I know you went home, you had to unload, and then you had to go to work. I get it, dude, but yeah, it was so much fun. We had a good time. We didn't end up like having any kind of like structure to the games. It was just like, all right, 4 people over there, 4 people over here, let's go.
Oh, yeah, it was horrible.
He's tired now too. Look at him yawning over here.
Yeah, we're on mandatory hours.
Yeah.
Been killing us.
Dude, I got to sleep at by the time I fell asleep was like 9:30, and I had my alarm set for 10:30 so I could get up and take my meds. When I woke up, I'm like, "Hey, I'm fucking awake. All right, cool. Let's get some shit done." So I came in here and I procrastinated for hours. Mm-hmm. And then I ate breakfast and I ordered some cat food and I fed the cats. And then I was like sitting here and I programmed all the music and I made the thumbnail and I promoted the show and I had that up by like 12:30 today. And then I was like, by the time 3:30 rolled around, I'm like, fuck, I'm tired. I still have to clean up the studio. I still have to shower and shave and everything and get dressed. But I'm taking a fucking hour nap. So I took a nap till like 4. I just kicked back in my chair and slept for an hour.
I'm training people now.
You're training people? Look at you doing that good at work.
Yeah. like I did, this is an experience, but I know a lot now. But yeah, I had to train 2 new people. One yesterday and a different guy today.
Cool.
So that was fun.
Cool. Means you know what you're doing.
Yep.
I'm seeing all my memories on Facebook of like, I'm training new people at work and it's just like my boss calls me like, "Oh, make sure you let him do all the work." Like, all right, cool. I'll just sit here for 8 hours, get paid for it. It was always my goal at work was to get the most money for the least amount of work.
That's it. I show them how to do it, then I let them do it next time.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'd be like, "What did you miss there? You missed something. I could see it. Tell me if you could see it. There it is." They
Have you checked out the new show Stone Cold Takes on America with Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah, I seen the one with him and what was it? What was he doing?
I haven't missed an episode yet. I love this show. It's really good.
Go on with that. Like, tell me that some of the episodes. I seen one of them.
So there's one where he was bowling with the old ladies.
No.
One where he was like learning how to be a trick bartender.
No. I'd love to see that one.
There's a bunch of ones where he's driving cars. There's one where he's driving a forklift and he's trying to like get all these cars in the compactor within an hour, but the cameraman keeps getting in his way.
Oh, ghost hunting.
Yeah, the ghost hunting one is
I've seen the ghost one.
The one last week, or actually it was like 2 weeks ago, he was doing the weather.
Really?
Yeah. Stealing your gimmick, John.
Stone Cold stole my gimmick.
He was doing it on an actual like TV station. They're like teaching him how to do the weather. And it was basically that same thing. Like she worked with him the first time and then she's like, "You're on your own this time." But yeah, she was stealing your gimmick. He was stealing your gimmick. He was doing weather.
Let him do it because I don't want to get stung.
Yeah,
It's okay.
That's one
okay,
guy.
Stone Cold.
That's one guy who could steal any of our jobs and would be like, "All right, cool.
It's fine. No, I don't want to. No.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
You do that, and I'll just sit here and watch."
You want a beer? I'll get you a beer.
We'll get you a Steve Weiser. Broken Skull IPA.
Yeah. I see what you did in the past. I don't want to go down that road. I see what you did at the Vince. So I'm good.
Yeah. It's a good show, man. It's got nothing to do really with wrestling.
I gotta see this though. Watch more then.
It's basically he's just bored, so he's like, "Hey, what should I do?" And just people challenge him to do all these jobs.
That's funny.
This last week he was a waiter in a fancy restaurant.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, he was a waiter at a fancy restaurant, and he was driving like dune buggies or some shit. I don't know, but yeah, it's a good show. I've been watching those WWE Sunday night things because they're looking for the most wanted treasures and all that. And one of the dudes who's a cameraman on those shows follows me on Twitter.
Really?
Like because like the first week that Most Wanted Treasures was back, I was commenting on it. Because it was about, what the fuck were they even looking for? I think like Jimmy Hart was on it and I was telling like Jimmy Hart stories. And so this dude just starts following me. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then he sends me a picture of him on the set with Steve Austin. And it's like, oh, cool. So this guy's been like interacting with me every week during these shows. But yeah. Good stuff. The Stone Cold show is actually pretty good because it's just like, he was like a huge star in the 90s, like transcended pop culture.
Yeah.
Like everybody knew who Stone Cold Steve Austin was. So I don't feel bad talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin because I'm not really talking about wrestling. I'm talking about a wrestler, but he does other shit. Like he's an actor and he did they trained him on like Cirque du Soleil on one of the episodes.
Oh, really?
Which is pretty cool, But yeah, it's just like, I'm going to go do all this stuff that I never got to do because I was always on the road doing wrestling. So like the first episode, he goes bowling with these old ladies. They're like teaching him how to bowl, basically. But yeah. Good show. Recommended. Comes on 10 o'clock on Sunday nights. I watched this week's Dark Side of the Ring. I haven't watched it yet. I got it recorded. I'll watch it after AEW tonight. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, Porch Fest next week. You ready for Porch Fest?
Oh shit!
You excited for Porch Fest?
Yeah, it's my first one.
We get to play in front of my neighbors.
How loud can I be?
Yeah. We're supposed to play at acoustic volumes.
Oh, we are?
Technically.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It
we're
ain't
going to
happening.
jail.
It ain't happening. Anyway, now we ain't going to jail. If the cops show up, they'll just tell us to knock it off. But
Maybe I should play with brushes.
maybe, no, because we're playing with electrics. So, which is
I'm
why we
trying not
bought
to
the
be
cajon
loud.
in the first place. Is because we were gonna do 2 sets. We volunteered to do 2, but they only took us for 1. Thankfully, we were gonna do an acoustic set, and we just didn't have time to work on that because we've been so busy with other shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Porch Fest. I feel like before we start Porch Fest, I'm gonna give a little speech about, like, you know, how my landlady was not gonna book us on Porch Fest. Was not gonna book a Porch Fest gig for my porch this year until she found out we were doing one. And she's like, "Oh, well, you can play on the. I'll request you on our porch." Like, okay, cool. I can just roll out of bed, walk out the door, and I'm on stage. Like, cool, let's do that. But I think I'm going to start by, you know, talking about that and how I know what everybody around here listens to, and either my landlady's never listened to us or she hates each and every one of them. John is so excited to play Porch Fest. Look at him, he's like,
It's going to be fun.
it's going to be a good time, man. It's going to be a good time.
I think I'll be the only one on the porch, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet.
We want the drums.
Yeah,
I probably stick me on the porch just to be safe.
Let's measure.
Because
Let's measure
my
how
setup
long your
it's pretty big.
yeah.
kind
Let's
of.
measure that tomorrow, and then I'll measure the porch, and we will figure this out. Because I don't know. I have not. Like, I've been thinking about it. Like, how are we going to configure this? Because we also got to have the cube up there too, because that's what's running our whole sound.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see if I can find a sound guy for us. I'm gonna see if Ryan wants to do it. Normally I would hire Jay, but I'm thinking, you know, hey, maybe Ryan will want to come do it, work sound for us. Because all you got to do is run the
I
mics.
can't promise I can hit softly. I've been practicing it.
Well, I mean, I brought a different speaker with me this past week, and you could hear me just fine over you. So, you know, and I had plenty of room to turn up if I needed to.
Mm-hmm.
So we got it. It's under control.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know how my neighbors are going to react to a punk band playing on our porch. But we're not the only band. There's another band at like 1 o'clock.
This one before us?
Yeah. They're playing, and then there's like an hour for changeover. So
Okay.
there's artists I want to see at 1 o'clock, Wyatt Coyne included. But I'm planning on like offering to do sound for the band that's playing on the porch here, because it just makes sense for them to not have to bring a PA.
Gotcha.
So we'll figure that out as we get to it. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a good time, I think. It's all ages. My kid might come.
What's up?
I gotta get a hold of my old neighbor and be like, yo, you're coming to see us at Porch Fest, right? Like,
Maybe I'll ask my kid to. Jamie.
it's all ages,
My kid
man.
will
So
come.
just, you know, if you're bringing the little kids, make sure they got earplugs.
Especially, yeah.
If you don't have earplugs, we have earplugs.
Definitely we do.
You know what I don't have? I don't have a Sharpie. One of the dudes from Ponds walked away with my Sharpie.
Bastards.
He was like, hey, does anybody have a pen and a piece of paper so we could do a set list? And I'm like, yo, I got a marker. And he's like, all right, I got to find paper. I'm like, yo, I got these flyers from our last show that we just randomly ended up with. You want to just use the back of these? It's like, oh, cool. And then I never got my Sharpie back. So I got to get a new Sharpie. Anyway, it's time for music. And we're going to talk about another show going on. This one on Friday night at Days Park Tavern, which is at 253 Allen Street in Buffalo. Lots of good shows going on Allen Street lately. But this event is at 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Music's at 8 p.m. It's $10. It doesn't say if it's all ages or not or whatever, but And it's Whitetails with Passed Out. And we're going to play a song from the band Whitetails right now. This song is called Haunt You on All WNY Think So Joe Show.
An echo of a heartbeat, it still lingers in your chest. It's nothing like what they said. For all the gracious nothings, who know not what is left, or what for you works best. You be careful what you wish for. It might come back to haunt you. The bluebird that you once were, she's lost and can't be found. So who's this has been around? A complete disenchantment. The moon waxes and wanes, but the light won't be for days. Be careful what you wish for. It might come back to haunt
Whitetails on All WNY Think So Joe Show. That song called Haunt You. You can catch them Friday night at Days Park Tavern, 253 Allen Street in Buffalo, along with Passed Out. Music starts at 8 p.m. and that's $10. Go check that out. Allentown's got some good shows coming up, man. Timeless Babes has got some good shows coming up. That was a cool venue to play. You know, it would have been cooler if there were more people, but, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. We still kicked ass, and the people who stuck around, they fucking loved us, so that's awesome. But, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good
This
shows.
chat really died.
The chat did die. Last chat was Jasmine at, 708. She said she's almost 2,000 miles away. What do you mean there's no excuse? Hey, I have traveled longer than that to go to shows. So that is no excuse.
Is anybody still in the chat? Say hi.
It doesn't even tell me. I just, oh well, hey. Wyatt Coyne posted that they have a box full of kazoos. And so they might have a kazoo party. You missed me calling you out on not traveling 2,000 miles to, traveling 2,000 miles to a show when I've done it. Wyatt Coyne is in the chat. They say hi. They have a box full of kazoos. They might turn their Porch Fest set into a kazoo party. They're playing at 1 o'clock on next Saturday for Porch Fest. We're gonna do a Porch Fest special next week. I think every band we play next week is gonna be a band that's playing on Porch Fest.
Okay.
I think we do that because we're looking forward to Porch Fest. It's a big event every year around here, and I have not been available to go to it, and really still not available to go see a lot of the artists. I might catch like Jay Aquarius is playing around the corner here at Wise Guys at like noon. I might try and catch like at the early part of his set and get back for the band that's playing here, where we're gonna have them hopefully maybe do sound for them. Tell you what goes down at Porch Fest, just lots of bands, lots of porches, lots of good music wherever you're going. Last year I caught a few bands before I had to go out, and before I had to head out to my kid's graduation, actually, last year. I saw Karma Queen. I saw a band called, what the fuck was the name of their band? A Couple of Assholes, or A Couple of Fucking Assholes, or something like that. Caught them. Caught the young lady that was playing on my porch. I can't remember her name. But lots of good music, lots of places to see good music, just all over the place. It's supposed to be played at acoustic volumes, but
I can't promise anything.
yeah, we have to be loud enough to hear over him. So, the band's name is A Couple of Fucking Assholes. That is legitimately the name of the band.
Are they all assholes?
They're the nicest fucking guys. They really are.
It's a clever name.
It's just a clever name. They are absolutely the nicest guys. Nope, not just a clever name.
The shitty Beatles.
They any good?
No, they suck.
So it's not just a clever name. You know, there was a local band that was calling themselves the Jolly Green Giants. It was a cover band. Yeah. Wyatt Coyne is playing acoustic music. We are not. We are playing a full electric set. So, an even more full electric set than usual. We're trying to like figure out how we're getting to an hour. I mean, I guess we don't really have to do an hour, but we're supposed to. So
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. We're working on it. That's why we're not able to go see Grosh tomorrow, or the other band that we played, Johnny Hart and the Mess. No, not Johnny Hart and the Mess, Johnny and the Man Kids. Johnny Hart is the guy who's actually putting on the Grosh show tomorrow night. It's him that puts on those shows in Kaz Park. Mm-hmm. I've never actually met the dude, but I was out while he was tearing down the stage last year when I saw Grosh on a Thursday night. I just happened to... I was going to go see Tina Williams because she was going to play over from Murder. She was going to play at a bar around the corner here, and then she ended up having to cancel that gig. And everybody in the chat is just like, oh, come to the Grosh show. And I'm like, Grosh is playing? And I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to Grosh. So,
yeah.
Got to figure out how we get a punk show going on one of these outdoor shows. Love playing outdoors, man.
It's different.
Don't get to do it often, but I love playing these out. Yeah,
I love it though. It's different sound.
I remember we played outdoors in my old band. We played at this place called Maggie's that we frequented in Tonawanda. We played there all the fucking time, but we had an all-day festival there, and it was just we were playing outside, and the sun was just. I was already sunburnt because I was at Darien Lake the day before. And the sun is just bearing down on us, and I cannot read the little LED display on my pedal that I had at the time, and I'm trying to tune, and I can't see, and I'm just like having to bend down and like get the little LED display in the shadows so I can see what note I'm tuning to. It was ridiculous. So, but like, yeah, I'm looking forward. I can't wait to hopefully we get Music is Art again this year, because that was a blast. Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll be there regardless, but
yeah.
hopefully we'll be playing and get a good spot. And
maybe a different stage. Who knows?
Well, they got a whole bunch of new stages this year. There's like 21 stages at Music is Art.
Now?
This year.
Holy shit.
Because, so the bridge, you remember we have to cross over that bridge to get to Riverworks, right? Well,
yeah.
that bridge is under construction. That is closed. So you have to come the long way. You have to come around and up Ganson Street there. And so they got a lot of the businesses in that area to be like, yo, we'll host bands. So there are like something like 21 stages.
Oh, wow.
On both sides of the river. They're going to have ferries, free ferries.
Robbie.
Huh?
Go Robbie.
Yeah, they're going to have ferries to get you across, so you don't have to like figure out your way around if you want to go see somebody on like the stage in the park on the other side of the river, and then come back and see bands on on the Riverworks property. So Robbie thought of everything, as Robbie does. Robbie and his team, because we got to give credit to the whole Music is Art team that helps him put all this together. Sarah Elizabeth and all them, they
always figure something out.
They always have some kind of plan, so that's cool as hell, man. That they got all these businesses, so now they got all these extra stages.
Hope we get this honor again.
I with all these stages, I can't imagine that they're turning a lot of bands down. And we've already played, so I'm hoping
second one.
Hoping we get it. Maybe we should find a Tuesday night show or a Sarah Elizabeth show and just pop in and say hi. Just to kind of put us front and center. I don't know, but.
And it'll be the anniversary of Shane's first show with us.
Yeah, which I had to stand on stage a couple of weeks ago and tell Buffalo that I lied to them.
Yeah, you did.
Because I said when we played Music is Art, I said this is the last time, this is the only time you'll ever see this lineup, because it was Shane's first show, it was Katie's last, and then we played Gerarg together at Tudor Lounge. So and Cat Girls, but Jill was also a part of that. So. But it was specifically like that Music is Art lineup played Greg. Yeah. We don't even usually when we're not talking about it publicly, we just call that song Greg. I
did it for Katie.
I know you did. we had to do it for old time's sake. We had to make you say the name of the song. So yeah,
it was fun though.
You notice Jill's been putting this, so we have our set list like structured to where we're like down to where we're taking breaks and shit. Have you noticed that Jill has been putting Violated in song blocks so that I can't, I think she did it so I can't be like, I feel violated. Yeah. I think she does that just because, I mean, it does fit in with, the song blocks we're doing, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I've loved these last couple of set lists. They've been just great. And I can't wait to see what we come up with for Porch Fest.
I love the new version.
Yeah.
Of how this.
Yeah. Clit snatch.
No, psychotherapy. I will not say that word. That's a bad word. She makes me say enough. At these shows.
I'm like, we don't have a title for this one. You're like, it's called Psychotherapy. I'm like, I thought it was called Clit Snatch.
No, I changed it. But now the ballad's called Clit Snatch.
So now the ballad's going to be called, yeah.
I said it.
You said it! Ooh!
You damn bastards. I'm going solo. I quit this band, but I can't because I owe him money. Yep. Then I could go solo.
Yep. I mean, you just do what I'm going to do and release a solo thing, but...
Damn you.
I got it. You remember we were working on a ballad and just like, it just never ended up working out. So I'm going to that's going to be like the first thing I record for my solo when I do my solo. Because I'm going to do a solo in honor of Brian.
Solo it up.
Because he did, A Victim of Physics and Silence the Cynic and all that stuff. So I tell you, I've been listening to A Victim of Physics as I've been going for walks, and I haven't been able to get out for walks lately because I just haven't had the time or the weather's been shitty or whatever. But like the last couple of times I went for walks, I've been listening to Brian's solo shit. I was out the one day, I put it on, I look up to there's not a cloud in the sky, it's just beautiful out. And I get this great album from my late best friend playing in my ears. Just amazing shit. And But yeah, I mean, we're hopefully going to have... We have a couple of things we can work on and expand, and I know what the structure of one of the songs is going to be. It's just a matter of, like, putting drums and bass to it and vocals. And I already told Jill, I'm like, yo, we're like, don't worry about singing at practice, because I know you're still trying to get your voice back. Don't worry about it. Come to practice, and we're gonna write some shit, and we'll
just write stuff out.
We'll send you home with a recording of it so you can write lyrics, and then we'll come back next week and we'll nail these new songs and have them ready for Porch Fest. So I have at least one where I'm just like, this song is basically done. I just need you guys to do your parts on them.
Well, and I'm good at that.
And then I have, we have this ballad that we've been working on, and I have a couple of different ways that I can play that, and I actually put one in the group chat earlier, so, or actually in the group folder, but I mentioned it in the group chat, so we'll see what happens. But I think at least the one song I think we can have ready in 2 weeks, so week and a half, as it were, because Porch Fest is next Saturday.
Expect the new Living Brain Dead songs.
Hopefully.
Down the road.
You know, I inadvertently sent one of our songs to a record label.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Wait, was Jill on it?
Yeah.
How did that go?
They said they would listen to it, but they haven't responded to it, so I don't know. But it was this punk record label posted this thing. Apparently, like, somebody who does not work for them and is not affiliated with them, but did some artwork for them, replied to somebody's story about Taylor Swift and was like shit-talking Taylor Swift. And the person who posted the story, their friend, is in this record label's DM. Like, how could you do that to my friend? Blah, blah, blah. Like, apparently, from what I'm told, they did not say anything negative about the friend. They just shit-talked Taylor Swift. Which, who the fuck does that anyway? But, you know. So I was just like reading these screenshots, and I'm like, let me see if I can recap this and see if I got this right. And I posted, what I thought happened. And they're like, yeah, that's pretty much it, except they didn't say anything at all about the person. It was all about Taylor Swift. I'm like, dude, I understand, because I had somebody once wish death on one of my cats because I said something negative about Beyonce. And some Beyonce stan was just like, just commenting on my shit with all this negativity. And I'm like, before I even realized what was going on, I had blocked the dude before I realized, like, oh, this is because I said that I don't care that Beyonce was pregnant with twins. Let me know when Jay-Z's pregnant with twins. Right? Like, congratulations, a woman got pregnant.
That's nothing new.
Hooray! You did something women have been doing for centuries.
You want a cookie?
Like, let me know when Jay-Z gets pregnant, and then maybe I'll be impressed, And so some fucking idiot is like, oh, maybe when your cat dies, somebody will care. Like who the fuck is this guy? And it hit me like later. So I'm talking about this, and I mentioned that, and they say, oh man, you never fuck with cats. I'm like, motherfucker, we don't have anything public with Jill singing Cat Girls. I was like, oh man, right now would have been a perfect time for me to shill my song, my band's song, Never Fuck with Cat Girls, except we don't have anything that sounds like it sounds like now.
That's one of our best songs, though.
And the guy goes, yeah, that, I can't wait to hear it. I'm like, will you settle for this song, Settle Down? And send him the video of us playing Settle Down at practice. And they were like, oh, cool, we'll check it out. And I haven't heard back, but I was like, yo, check this out. I sent one of our songs to a record label.
That's what's up.
So, take your opportunities. It was just, I was not planning on doing that. It just, they gave me the perfect opening, because they're like, oh, you never fuck with cats. I'm like, hey, speaking of never fucking with cats.
you just giving us, like
Like that, like
do something. Like
this is an opportunity to
Yeah.
shill our punk band to this punk record label. Like,
never fuck with cat girls.
yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have a current version of that song available. So I was like, will you guys settle for this one?
Put our old singer on it.
No, it was settle. It was settle down.
Settle down.
I sent him the video for settle down in the comments. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them. But hey, maybe they'll watch it. Maybe they'll be like, yo, these guys are really good. Maybe I could just get rid of my braindeadcynic.com domain for my record label that I'm starting, that we're already on. We're technically on a label. Technically.
We're technically on a label.
Technically, except I own the label. And before that, we were on Seventh Son, which was Brian's label.
So we've been on labels.
So but we're on labels that we own. So it's not like
So
we're
they're
on
not legit.
I mean, if like an actual record label was like, yo, you guys want to do a deal? And we got a good contract, like, that included getting our shit out on vinyl, which is like
touring.
I mean, I don't know how touring would go, because
we figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, but that'd be cool. But I right now I have my own record label, which is Brain Dead Cynic Records. Mm-hmm. So it's what we released Cat Girls under. It's what we'll release basically anything else that comes out under Living Brain Dead, or any of my solo shit is going to come out on Brain Dead Cynic Records. So I was like, what do I name this record label? And I'm like, I got to pay tribute to Brian somehow. So Cynic, Brain Dead Cynic. Let's do it.
Nice name.
Yeah. I own the website, braindeadcynic.com. I haven't done anything with it yet because I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with this website? What am I doing with this record label? Like my so I can have up to 2 artists on my record label. And if I want more, I have to pay more, but I don't want to pay more, so it is what it is. But eventually, I mean, but like if I were signing artists, I would definitely pay more, and I would get on that promotion shit.
Yeah.
Try and get shit out and try and get money to get, make, put out vinyl and shit. Which is, just I got Falls Count Anywhere up on the wall here because Brian and I collected vinyl and we thought it would be cool to have our music on it. So
yeah, and still need that.
I know. I got to see if their prices came back down because they put their prices up during the pandemic. They were having like supply chain issues.
Make sure I get a frame this time.
Yeah. Make sure you don't give it away this time.
Need tips.
Yeah. Leave tips so John can afford to buy another copy of this vinyl.
Yep.
Somebody was leaving tips all the last couple of weeks. There's just a guy just kept leaving dollar tips every so often. His name was Mike. I don't know who he was. He's just like, here's a tip. Here's another tip. Here's a tip. Your co-host is doing great. Like, all right, cool.
And I wasn't here,
Yeah.
so I didn't get any tips.
Now you're back and nobody's tipping anything, so.
They must hate me.
Or the dude's just not here this week. I don't know. But yeah, so that was something I did this week. Was I accidentally got an opportunity to send our music to a record label, like an actual record label.
Take an opportunity.
I mean, I would not have, like, I was not planning on, because I was like looking into their stuff. I'm like, yo, this is a punk record label. They got some artists signed. Like, this would be cool when we have music, like, officially released with Jill, like,
Yeah.
to kind of just pursue and be like, yo, you guys want to check out our stuff. But, like, just being in this conversation and them saying, oh, you never fuck with cats, just in the course of conversation, was just like, well, funny you should mention that,
You don't like this one, hopefully.
Yeah. So,
You like Aerosmith? You'll like this one.
Fuck. Yeah. Also, Aerosmith was the answer I tried to give for the what was on Phil's shirt.
Oh.
So you were not alone in that one. I'm like, what the fuck shirt was he wearing? It turned out it was a deep purple shirt. I don't know.
I think Garth was wearing
Garth wore the Aerosmith shirt all through like Wayne's World 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, lots of good shows going on this week, especially tomorrow. A couple of free shows over here at Kaz Park, down at Fountain Plaza. Pick your poison. You got Grosh and you got Strictly Hip. Those are both great, great shows. I'd lean more towards Grosh, but that's also because it's closer to home.
Yeah. Yep.
Of course, you got Whitetails with Passed Out Friday night at Days Park Tavern on Allen Street there. There's some big national shows going on this week.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh man, there's this big show going on this weekend. And I'm like, who's opening? And then I saw it was After Dark, and I'm like, nobody. No locals, because they never really put out locals on the After Dark shows.
They used to.
Yeah, they used to. I don't know what happened. I know Brian was like...
I better know.
Brian was, when he was injured, was trying to get us... They brought Bad Religion, and Brian was like, we got to get on this show. I'm like, dude, you can't even play bass right now. He's like, I will cut off my right arm to play with Bad Religion. I was like, fair enough. And then they didn't do any locals. So, you know, it is what it is. We're going to play a song from a band that's playing Saturday night. So if you're making plans, this is where I plan to be Saturday night. Hopefully this is where, hopefully I could get you and Jill to come out to this too, because this is going to be a good show. The Classy Rex from Toronto, and Amy Gabba and the Almost Famous, also from Toronto. And our dear friends, your high school buddies.
Working Class Stiffs.
Working Class Stiffs. So a whole ass ska show going on ahead of the Buffalo Ska Festival. And they will have tickets, tax and fee-free tickets to the Buffalo Ska Fest available at this show on Saturday, which it is at 8 p.m. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. They got it all. 8 p.m., 18 plus, $5 advance, $10 day of the show. And they will have tax and fee-free Buffalo Ska Fest 2023 tickets available at the merch table. Also, discount Camp Punksylvania tickets available with special pricing, and also avoid the taxes and fees. Also available at the merch table. So if you're planning on going to any of these big Riot Squad festivals, go to this show. You can get discounts. You can get cheaper tickets, not pay the fees, not pay the taxes. Definitely might be worth checking out. And also, if you were already planning on going to Buffalo Ska Fest, ska bands. And so I plan on being at this show. We're going to play Working Class Stiffs right now. This song is called Rich Man's Country on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.